welcome back to my channel and welcome to my makeup monthly, where I go over anything I picked up this month, my BoxyCharm items, as well as anything that I have emptied. So let's just get into it. I did get two eyeshadow palettes. One of them I bought on a little date night my husband and I had, and one of them I got in my BoxyCharm. So let's go ahead and start with the one I bought. I got the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette. I do have the other two, so now my Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette collection is complete. This is the original one. I do like it. However, the two cream shades I find are not working for me. It's like my eyelids are having some sort of allergic reaction when I wear them, and I don't find that to be the case with the other two palettes, so I don't know what's going on there. But the mattes are beautiful. The shimmers are beautiful. The undertone is very warm with like maybe a touch of cool like in some of the matte shades, but for the most part it is warm. I do really like it. I think it is beautiful. Great for a date night look. I did film my anniversary makeup look featuring this, so yeah, I do really like it. And by the way, if there's a pimple here, I'm just noticing that on camera. This is nothing more than a pimple that I popped, and now I just have to deal with the blemish because I tend to do that. Anyway, the Girlactic Essential palette, one of the items I got my BoxyCharm this month. I think they picked this for me, and I really do like it. The shimmers are not going to be like your sparkly foiled shades, with the exception of this one down here. They are very much like a soft, glam, very subtle shimmer that if you wanted to, you could use it like a matte. I mean, you can do that anyway with shimmers, but particularly these ones, I feel like you could. I like how you have a variety of mattes. You got warm tone, cool tone, lighter mattes, darker mattes. You really can do a lot with this palette. Definitely more for something you want to wear for like a soft glam type of look. Very, very beautiful. I really have been loving this palette. A couple more BoxyCharm items. Let's start with my Morphe. It's the mini bake and set pink powder. This was an add-on that I did pick up for $3.50. I've been wanting a pink powder, and I'd say I like it, but I don't love it. And I think the biggest reason is it's not super finely milled. It's a little bit like something I really like about the more luxury powders is they're very finely milled, and I'm very finicky when it comes to powders. I have been wanting to try a pink powder. And I wouldn't say this was a miss. Like, I don't hate it by any means. It's just not as refined as what I like it to be, or what I like a powder to be. I also got the F.A.R.A.H highlighter, and this is a very, very sparkly highlighter. So if you like a good sparkly highlighter, I do like this for that. I feel like I could use this better as an eyeshadow versus a highlighter, but I really do like it for when I'm wanting more of a sparkly highlighter effect. I've got my daughter in the background chatting away, watching the TV. She's been loving Danny Go. I think it's so cute. Anyway, let's get into a couple of other items. The Rare Beauty contour. I did pick this up. Again, part of the couple of items that I got on date night, and I really do like this. And I really like it because I blend it out so easily. I've heard such good things about it, and I have to agree with it, but it blends out so easily. I feel like I can use it as a contour shade, but it's also just warm enough that I can use it as a bronzer when I don't feel like doing both. And this is just really, it's so gorgeous. I'm so glad I picked it up. I loved it. It is a newer release from Rare Beauty, and it is something I've heard amazing things about, and I have to agree, it does live up to the hype. And again, just perfect for if I'm wanting a bronzer, a contour. It's just cool enough that it works like a contour, just warm enough to where it can work as a bronzer, but also just neutral enough to where it's not too far in either direction, and it works perfect for my skin tone. I did pick up the shade Mellow, so if you are fair to light, the shade does work. I also picked up the new Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush. I've heard mixed reviews about them. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's a skincare infused blush. I think it's perfect for summer. Like, when I open it and I smell it, I instantly think summertime. So I feel like this should have been released closer to summer, but because I have it, this will probably be one of my go-to blushes in the summer. Again, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning, definitely worth it. I haven't heard that everybody who has picked it up has loved it, but I do. And actually, why am I not swatching this? Let's go ahead and swatch this on the back of my hand. but it's super pretty, and it is the shade of Watermelon. Again, it blends out so nicely on the skin. Then one more item that I did pick up, and this one I picked up because my husband told me that for financial reasons that I needed to buy something from Ulta, and of course I'm not going to argue with that. So I did pick up the new Dior Forever Skin Perfect Face Stick. I heard really great things about this, and I would have to agree. It performs like a Dior foundation. It's beautiful. I did also wear this. Actually, I wore a lot of these when I did my anniversary makeup, so I'll leave that video link down below. But again, I love it. It does go on a little bit thicker, but it blends out seamlessly. So it is definitely a medium to, I want to say medium to buildable full coverage foundation. I like it. It's not as lightweight as, say, the Dior Air Flash or the Dior Backstage. Those are the other two foundations that I have in my collection. So it's not as lightweight as that. It is a little bit heavier, but it blends in seamlessly to the skin. I do have the shade 1.5N, and it works really well for my skin tone. And like, I know being more drier skin, stick foundations have the possibility of looking more cakey and dry on the skin, and that is not the case with this. So if you are more normal to dry skin, this is very normal to dry skin friendly. Of course, always if you have drier skin, make sure you have a good hydrating base before you put any type of foundation on. And two more items that I did get in my BoxyCharm was a What's Up Beauty Rose Hippidy Matte Liquid Blush. Perfect peachy blush for spring. I love it. It's gorgeous. It blends out on the cheeks nicely. I think I am wearing it today. Yeah, I believe that's the one I put on my face today. But again, gorgeous. Love it. Worth it. Stays well. And let me see. I'll get a subtle flush, but it does have one of the wands that you twist open. I know wands aren't always a favorite like this, but because it does twist open, I do like it. So here's a little swatch right there. Again, gorgeous for spring going into summer. And then the last BoxyCharm item that I got is the Yenza Luxe Lip Oil, and I love this as well. This is a huge hit for me. I've been loving everything I've been getting from this brand. They've been gorgeous. It stays hydrating on the lips. It does have a slight, like, almost watermelon-y smell to it, but it's not too bad, and it goes on nicely. I've been wearing it as a gloss and also as a lip oil. It is hydrating enough to where I will put it in my lip oils. I know not every lip oil, I would say, works as a lip oil. I think a lot of them aren't as hydrating as I feel like they should be, but this one is. So if it's one of those lip oils that I feel like is very hydrating, I will add it into my lip oil and lip prep stash, but if not, I will just wear it as a gloss, and it'll still keep my lips hydrating. But I use this as both, and I think it's perfect. I do have two items that I used up this month, not including some BoxyCharm or some Project Pan items, so stay tuned for that video. But I did use up my Marc Jacobs Mini Mascara. I don't really have an opinion on it. It was never one of my favorite mascara. I don't even think they're selling makeup anymore, so you can't even get this, but not my favorite. But I also finished my Patrick Ta. It's their Major Brow Defining Pencil. This was a favorite. I was so upset when I finished it off. Normally I get a little bit excited when I finished off a makeup item, but this one I was upset about. It was so perfect. It was so pricey, but like the tip is perfect. The color was perfect. The way it blended into my brows was perfect. It was my favorite brow pencil, so I will 1000% repurchasing this brow pencil. It's so good. I mean, it's pricey, and no, I don't feel like you need a pricey brow pencil. I feel like the drugstore does a perfectly good job, but this one is just that perfect. So yeah, I love it. Anyway, that is everything that I have both received and used up this month. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle, and my goal on this platform is to share my love for beauty as well as my love for Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. If that's what you're into, hit that subscribe button, and if not, but you still want to stick around, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.